We have been familiar with the English nursery rhymes in one way or the other. As the culture swayed towards educating one's child in an English school, these routine rhymes began to be hummed by the kid and the parents alike. Be it while feeding them, while playing, while getting them ready for school, or even hum to and fro their dance and music classes. Well, I used to hum while going to Bal Vikas, those moral lesson classes, remember? Things were easy and simple those days. The only concern was to have your best friend in your team. Then, with our arms stretched, the game was on. It was just a rhyme and a game full of frolic for us then, isn't it? Did we try to unravel the hidden meanings in those nursery rhymes? Surely not. Then let's do it now. The most likely story attached to the classic rhyme "London Bridge is falling down" is that of a Viking attack on the London Bridge. Now, Vikings were the seafaring warriors who had colonized wide areas of Europe from the 9th to the 11th century. Further, Ashford Studios' Netflix series would tell us more about them. Let's come back to the fall of the London Bridge. It was Olaf. Wait, what? No, not this Olaf. It was the Viking leader Olaf II of Norway who had brought down the London Bridge sometime around 1009 and 1014. My fair lady in the rhyme could possibly refer to Matilda of Scotland, King Henry I's wife who commissioned the building of bridges. Now we approach medieval England with In this all-time favorite nursery rhyme, the reference is believed to be with the increasing demand of clothes made of wool. Wool trade meant big business, and every individual, ranging from peasants to landowners, even lords and bishops, started owning sheep. However, when the ruling king returned from the Crusades, he introduced new wool taxes, or the great custom, to pay for his military expeditions. One for the master, big portion for the king, and one for the dame, portions for the nobles and monasteries. Interestingly, until the late 16th century, the final lines of the rhyme read, "And none for the little boy who cries down the lane," implying that the shepherd who did all the hard work does not get his share. Therefore, the current version is more cheerful and appropriate for the young minds. Now, matured minds, how many of you still think Humpty Dumpty was a very fat boy who enjoyed sitting on the wall and eating all day long?
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Well, Humpty Dumpty was not a fat boy, or rather, not a person at all. It was a massive siege cannon employed by the king's men, the royalist forces during the English Civil War between 1642 and 1651. Humpty Dumpty was hauled to the top of a church tower where it sat for more than 2 months and blasted away the rival force. Humpty Dumpty, however, had a great fall when the church tower was blown up by the rivals. All the king's horses and men could not bring Humpty Dumpty together again. That was about the English Civil War, and today we are fighting our war against COVID-19. Our next rhyme relates a similar war that dates back to the 17th century England when people fought the Great Plague.
Ring around the roses, a pocket full of posies, a tissue, we all fall down.
I bet none of us pronounced a tissue correctly, did we? It is believed that ring around the rosy referred to a red circular rash seen in the plague-infected people, and the posies represented flowers and herbs people carried to ward off the disease. The commonly mispronounced a tissue symbolized sneezing, and finally we all fall down referred to the eventual death caused by the plague. Just like ring around the rosy, the annals of medical history show that the human race has been fighting such diseases and pandemics. The one we are fighting right now shall also pass. The mantra is to take proper precautions to stay safe. Hope you liked this video. If so, please mention your favorite nursery rhyme in the comment section below. And do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, Conscience and Creation.